For my presentation about the Avant Garde, I chose to do a video about my favorite video game, Metal Gear. I had to do a video. There's just no other way to explain it. You'll see. When the game first came out, it was widely praised for its excellent graphics and storyline. The game is built around your typical James Bond spy espionage storyline, but there's a lot more going on underneath the hood.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it.
Even though it's almost as old as I am, almost straight from the beginning this game is breaking conventions.
If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button.
Bam, there it was. Did anybody hear it? Here it goes again.
When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button.
That was the sound of the fourth wall being broken. For those of you that have never heard of the fourth wall, I drew a nice picture to help. The expression comes from the old days of theater, where typically there'd be 3 walls that need to be painted, such as the red, green, and blue walls. But the secret to good acting was to assume that there was a 4th wall separating the audience from the actors. This helps preserve a sense of realism. So breaking the 4th wall is an expression that has come to refer to anything that makes a viewer aware of the fact that they're watching a play rather than being part of the play.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
And that was far from the last time. The game became infamous due to this particular scene.
She stole it from the Garde. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away.
I wasn't alive when this game came out, but I can only imagine how frustrated everybody must have got, because in order to progress in the game, you need to call that one person. My own father got so fed up he had to go call somebody in order to figure out how to beat that particular section. But this guy...
Useless woman.
Optic camouflage, huh? I hope that's not your only trick.
You doubt my power?
really takes the cake for breaking the 4th wall.
Now, I will show you why I am the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy in the world.
This scene...
No, there's no need for words, Snake. I'm psychomantis.
destroys the 4th wall.
That's right. This is no trick. It's true power.
This crazy guy does some things
It's useless, I told you. I can read your every thought.
that were literally never thought of before. He became notorious because the fastest way to defeat him is to unplug your controller and plug it into a different port, which stops him from reading your mind. During this section, the character actually tries to read your memory card in order to figure out what type of player you are. This was shocking and revolutionary at the time because it made the player feel like they were being scrutinized by the game.
Extremely cautious around traps. Still don't believe me? Now I'll read more deeply into your soul.
Not only did it analyze your save game history for this particular game, which was revolutionary enough, it also looked at other video games that you had saved and commented on those particular ones as well, which really freaked people out.
You have not said often. You are somewhat reckless. I can read you like an open book. You still don't believe me?
As if everything else wasn't bad enough, this particular scene so thoroughly broke the 4th wall that it changed how some people thought about their game systems.
Practice you can. That's good. Now I will move your controller by the power of my will alone.
Now, right here is when your controller would start vibrating and moving around on the floor, and the reason why this was so scary was because people aren't really used to thinking of their controller as part of the gaming experience, and here the video game is doing something in the real world, not just inside the game. And if that wasn't bad enough, not even a second later he turns your screen off as if you changed to a different channel. Like, that takes thinking outside the box to a whole different level. So, on its own, breaking the fourth wall isn't exactly the most avant-garde thing, but when combined with Metal Gear's famous humor, we can slowly start to see why Metal Gear became such a popular game. This poor guy got on the bad side of our female protagonist. I would have to say she took his clothes and guns to pass off as a guard.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
This entire scene is spent fighting with a naked guy sitting down in the corner. Like, that's just... I don't know. Up until this point, the game had at least pretended to be realistic, but around now is when it starts to fall apart.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
Now, the reason why I consider this avant-garde is because this video game is progressing more like a Hollywood movie than a video game. It has special effects, it has drama, it has a little bit of comic relief. These are things normally seen in movies and books more than video games, due to how much work it takes to create them. So, coming up next is one of the best examples of this game doing something quite different. This next section was designed to be completely terrifying. I mean, look at the camera angle, that's typical to horror movies. Pretty freaky, but then they had to go and do this. This poor guy gets famous for peeing his pants.
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Where is my friend?
This level of character development was just about unheard of in video games at the time. This unique character is a combination of man and machine that has been driven insane by extensive psychological testing.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend.
This character became very famous and also slightly controversial due to his depiction of mental illness, in particular post-traumatic stress disorder, which to this day remains difficult to portray in any type of media.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time.
While so many other producers were having trouble just barely making their video games playable, this one somehow managed to make his almost a work of art.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world to do battle with you.
I don't want to spoil the rest of the game, so I'll keep my conclusions short. This game is nothing but edgy. Everything about it sets it apart. I've only shown you the interesting parts, but sometimes it makes you cringe, and sometimes it makes you cry.
Or you will kill me. It makes no difference.
And sometimes it just... Oh well, that's my presentation. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Keep your hands off him.